All right. So let's do this. This is going to seem like I have a lot of balls. And I do. This video might be a little longer. I don't know. We'll see how it flows. But there's this certain thing that happens when you understand enough of what's going on. And I understand everybody's shifting at their own pace. And honestly, anybody who's ready for this information, or at least a seed of it, is the only people that are going to watch it. Because that's the only kind of thing they'd manifest in their reality. Because some part of them is ready. Or some part of them already knows. And we just collectively connecting, and I'm making you see that there's a much bigger thing going on here than you might realize. So, there's so much talk about, oh, you can manifest your reality, or the law of attraction, like whatever you think, you can create. And if you focus on it enough, it can be yours, Well, what if that's a state of just reality as a whole? Which, yeah, people will say at face value. And I say at face value, and have said at face value for a long time, and I must have connected enough neurons for it to really sink in. Because it applies to each and every moment in your life. And I already knew that to a certain degree, but for some reason, those trauma bonds that are super severe have got us completely convinced that that's a reality, and that couldn't possibly have been created from an energy from inside of us, or from some other time-space reality that's been like repeating itself over and over again in the grand scheme of no timeness. So look at the crappiest situation in your life as far as you define it in this moment in time, because it's all divine. It's all you. It all proves that you are an aspect and or God in its entirety. But take the worst case scenario and ask yourself, how is it I'm creating this? And why am I creating this? You don't necessarily have to figure out the how, because it's, kind of basic when you realize that you're just constantly projecting things from the back, well, not the back, but from the depths of the cortex of your neural network, and that information is tapped into everything. Whether you're aware of it or not, there's certain pathways that have to be unblocked for you to be able to tie all of those neural networks together and have them flow synchronistically so that you can actually tie together that you're the one creating it all. And that can be overwhelming to some that aren't ready to hear that. But you know what? If you don't know, you're going to screw yourself into a hole of black darkness anyway and take the long, path that you need to take, which is always inevitable, the dark night of the soul, traveling through the halls of Amenti, or Amenti, whatever you want to call it, however you want to pronounce it. Everybody has to go through the reflective halls of their creations and see them from a different perspective and see that they created them, if nothing else. But definitely when you do that, you can't help but inevitably come to the conclusion that you created it for a good reason. Because at first, and I've seen a few people that are really close to me that get stuck in that zone, like, why is the world out to get me? If I'm the creator, why am I creating this place? Well, it's because you're creating it from stored information and old programs that are asking to be rewritten. Energy never dies. Can't get rid of it. Can't bless it away. You can sit with it. You can integrate it. You can see all the little pieces of gold within it, and you can create anew, knowing that anything you've ever experienced was just there for your growth. And this can be positive or negative, but if you keep staying on the trajectory of choosing the most positive feeling choice in every single circumstance, you start recognizing that divinity is talking to you and asking you to do something. And if you're brave enough, you'll do it. If not, worst case scenario, you'll live a life of peace. and you'll positively affect all of the reflections that come into your path and create a new ripple and create shareable data and implode fractals left and right for yourself and others, because you'll be like, skirt, to their whole system, just like I am for you. I love you guys. Enjoy the truth of existence, yeah?